Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. It's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fabulous yarny community. If you like what you see, could you hit the thumbs up button, maybe hit that subscribe bell? I put out a video 3 times a week, so I'm not going to inundate you. Returning subscribers, hi, thanks for coming back, spending a little bit of your Friday with me for Flow With It Friday, because I never know what we're going to talk about on Fridays. Today I have a couple of things I want to do. I have a finished object. I'm going to show you my yarn for Luck of the Draw 7, which starts next week, and I fixed my drop stitch on my knitting. I'm so excited. It may not be perfect, but I did it. So anyway, let's start with the finished object. Little backstory. My daughter sent me a text message. Mom, could you make me this? She's been watching some videos on TikTok and how kids are getting hurt in their cars because they're like unzipping their coats and they're flipping out of their coats with out of their seat belts and their car seats. And people are suggesting car seat ponchos. They put them about over their heads. There's nothing to unzip. They're buckled in underneath the poncho, and then the poncho covers them so that, you know, there's nothing unzipped. Kids aren't coming out of their coats and they're not getting hurt. So the pattern she sent me, I wasn't thrilled with. And I can't even, it was either Pinterest or Etsy, I don't remember. So I kind of just looked at the picture and I thought, hey, I can do that. It's basically a wearable blanket. So it's a big long rectangle with a hole in the middle. I added a hood that she could throw over her head so that one part goes back behind her when she's in the car. The other part covers her while she's sitting down. I went over and over in my head, what would be the best yarn? How would it be warm enough? Da, 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 da. I ended up on, I have all this beautiful Mako Mona Lisa yarn from Mary Maxim, and I said, that's perfect. It's the perfect yarn. So I picked out these 4 colors. I have light teal, dark teal, cream, and rust. And this Mona Lisa yarn, if you've been with me a while, you know how much I love this. These are 100% premium anti-pilling acrylic, super soft, so nice to work with. Each one of these has, it says it's 100 grams skein, 172 meters of a number 4. I love this yarn. I used one and this much of a second one of the light teal, the white, and the rust, and 2 full ones plus a little more of a third one for the blue, for the dark teal, and you'll see why in a minute. But this is the final project. It is just really just a big old wearable blanket with a hole in the middle for her head and a hood. And I did this in Tunisian. The dark teal, I used the purl stitch. The rust, I did the simple stitch. The light teal, I did in the knit stitch, and the white I did in the reverse stitch. I measured her, or I had her mom measure her from her shoulders to her knees to get that measurement, so how long I wanted it to be. So I made 2 panels that long. Then I had her measure from just, you know, a little lower than her shoulders over to the other side to get the width measurement. So now this will, you know, it'll drape over a little bit down her arms. Then I had her measure the circumference of her head so that I knew that the hole would be big enough to put her little bean through. And then I had her measure from like the top of her spine to the middle of her forehead for how long I should make the hood. I think I did that part wrong, but I think it'll be okay. I think this hood will work out. I think it's a little bit too long. I think I should have ended it a little shorter and had it come out here, but it's a stretchy yarn. It'll work. But this is the final project. I am thrilled with it, although I noticed I have one little end that I have to finish sewing in. Last night I was up until midnight sewing in ends, and because you change colors every 4 rows, I had a ton of edges. What a mess. But I love the way this turned out. It's going to be warm for her. It's going to be durable because it is acrylic, anti-pilling. Throw it in the washing machine, so it'll last. And it's just, I can't say enough good things about this Mona Lisa yarn. I absolutely adore it. I am so sad that it is on their discontinued list. But anyway, that is project number 1 complete. Allie, I'll get this off to you and Charlotte as soon as I can. So that is that. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you was that next week I will be starting 2 more make-alongs. The Multivalence with Expression Fiber Arts, that starts on the 31st, so that's Tuesday. And I already showed you the yarn for that. On Thursday starts Luck of the Draw 7. Now, if you don't know what Luck of the Draw 7 is, I will link Nan's Next Knots below. That will take you to her channel, and on her channel there are several videos explaining Luck of the Draw. I think she put out a new one not too long ago explaining why she's picked out the one blanket pattern, but you don't have to do a blanket. I think last year Laura at Mad Mimi, or the last version of this Luck of the Draw 6, Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, she made curtains. People have made table runners, cardigans, granny square blankets. Your imagination is your limitation. I had originally thought I was going to make Lynette at Charm Grammy's Campfire Ruana, but I decided I needed that particular garment in a heavier weight yarn, and I'm going to use some more of my Mona Lisa yarn for that. Because for this project, I wanted to use a number 3. I wanted something a little lighter weight. And so I have been scouring the internet trying to figure out what it is that I'm going to make. Well, I couldn't find anything that fit the bill perfectly. So I'm making my own. I'm going to make myself a sleeveless vest. Not really a vest. Well, yeah, I guess it's a vest. Something not quite duster length, but not short. Like, it's going to come down like mid-thigh. I'm going to be using, and the fun part of this is that I gave my husband all the colors, and I said, you number them. So I don't know what numbers they are. They're in a separate bag over there. I have all my colors here. I just don't know in what order. And that's the fun part of Luck of the Draw. Every Thursday, Nan will draw a number, and then in that number is the coordinates with the number that you assigned, and then you use that color yarn for those how many rows you're going to do for that week. And she draws a new number every week. It's a 20-week project, and at the end of 20 weeks, you've got something fabulous that you really had no control over other than initially picking the colors. It's fun. Last year was the first time I did it, and I had a blast, and my project came out beautiful. I think this season, will turn out just as fun. So let me show you what yarn I'm going to use. I'm going to be using, majority is Mary Maxim Ultra Mellow Spun DK. These are a lightweight number 3, 50-gram balls, 70 acrylic, 30 nylon, 174 yards. My main color is going to be dark taupe. And it's very much, to me, almost a milk chocolate brown, but I like it. This is very neutral for the colors that I picked. So that's my base color. So that will be in every week. And now these are the rotating colors. This one is the color medium green. Then we have Shell. Now this one is the Willow Everest, and I think it's got a little bit, this is 50-50 merino microfiber blend, but it is still a number 3. It's super soft. So that's the second color. The third color is, and this one's a Ultra Mellow DK. This one is called Robin's Egg. And then we have Melon, which is a really pretty coral. And then we have, let's see, this one is medium blue, which is just a really nice, pretty blue color. This is the only one that's not a Mary Maxim. I like to add in a variegated, just to give it some little interest. So I picked up this Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK low pill fiber that I picked up on clearance, and this one is 100% low pill acrylic, and the color is denim, and it's just a really pretty faded acid washing looking denim, and I love this yarn. I've made a couple of sweaters out of this, and I really like the way it works up. Crud. Get you in a minute. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more colors. This one again is one of the Willow Yarn Everest, and this color is, did I get shell out already? I did get shell out already. Okay, never mind. I got this one out already. That's the shell. This, I didn't get out yet. This is the color Poppy. It's a pretty orange. And then the last one is just regular taupe. So these are, those are the first 4. And these are the last 4. So I don't think I can get them all in here as I'm dropping them all on the floor. What a mess. But these are the colors for my luck of the draw. And like I said, I don't know what order they are. I don't know what number each one coordinates with. I left that up to my husband to take care of. So it'll be a surprise every week until we get all the numbers drawn. And I'm looking forward to it. I love this. So, like, I'm going to make this longer than duster, like mid-thigh length, well, shorter than duster, mid-thigh length, sleeveless vest. And I picked out, grabbed my, crochet stitch dictionary, and I think the stitch I'm going to use is called rack. And each week, see how this one changes colors? Main color, color, main color each week. So I'll be doing, this is I think it's a, it doesn't say. It doesn't say how many rows you have to repeat to do a row. I think it's a 2-row repeat for each row. So it should be doable. I think it'll be a pretty lacy duster that I can wear, with shorts and a tank top, or with jeans and t-shirt, just to have that extra layer on. I don't know, I kind of just like that idea. So that is the plan for Luck of the Draw. And I'm really excited about starting that. And the last thing I want to show you is that I fixed my drop stitch in my Double Dog Dare fall knit, no, Double Dog, hashtag Double Dog Dare knit blanket. Now, let's see if I can find it. I know it's not perfectly done, and I'm okay with that. But right there was where I dropped it, and I brought it back up. It's not perfect, and I'm okay with that. It doesn't look bad from this side. I mean, I can tell where it is only because I know where it is. But I fixed it, and I'm proud of myself that I fixed it. It was probably a really good thing that I left it in timeout for a while. But now I'm back, and I will get going on this again. I have one more row to do today because I had to do one row to get to the drop stitch, and now I have to go back the other way, so that I'm always doing them in rows of 2, so that I think if I remember right, I think I'm going to have to do a 3rd row, because that will get me to where we start the next thing, and I will be putting in a lifeline. Wish me luck. It doesn't sound that hard to put in a lifeline. So yeah, I think I'm going to do 3 more rows on this today, and then put in the lifeline, and then read the pattern to the next part to see where we're going and what we need to do, because I know after this section it's adding in some purl stitches. I think I'm doing really good on the knit stitch. So hopefully the next thing will not be as difficult. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. I love the fact that I did it and didn't give up and didn't frog it back and start over, because I think that would have made me cry. I'm using a Karen Anniversary Cake, which is a bulky number 5. The colorway I'm using is called Tropical Butterfly. I'm using US 15 10mm Knitter's Pride needles on a 40-inch cable, and I'm really loving this project. Thank you, Laura at Mad Mimi, a number 1 of her challenges and hashtags. This one qualifies for Shop My Stash, because I've had that anniversary cake for a year and a half. My Luck of the Draw qualifies for hashtag Shop My Stash, because I've had all that for a while. What other hashtags can I cover today? Oh, the hashtag No Shades of Gray that Lynette at Charmed Granny is doing. I got that one covered because I used 4 solid colors with no shades of gray. So I've got that hashtag covered. I didn't do a one skein wonder. I think that's all the hashtags I have for today. There's so many of them out there. But I think that covers it. So I have hashtag DDD knit blanket, hashtag shop my stash, hashtag luck of the draw 7 or LOTD7, hashtag no shades of gray. I think that's all I've got for this episode. I will start on round 4 of my Sophie's Universe this week. I will start the multivalence and luck of the draw next week. And I will continue working on my shawl for Jackie's at Crochet HD's. Hashtag shalalalong. So yeah, I've got a lot happening. Plus I've got to get 2 birthday presents done for the beginning of March. Plus I have to figure out a Valentine's Day blanket for Bogey Creek. Holy moly, am I going to be busy. Let's not burn out, guys. Oh, I hope I can get this all done. Something might have to give. I don't know yet. Well, anyway, I'll figure it out. I am not going to stress over it. This is supposed to be fun and relaxing and enjoying, and I'm going to keep it that way. So far, crocheting has kept me from going completely stir crazy while I'm, stuck in the house until mid-March. So yeah, I am not going to stress out over what I can and cannot do. That's just the way it's going to be. So I hope you all have a fabulous weekend, that you get some quality crafting time in, get some time in with your loved ones, even get some alone time, because, self-care is very important. And as always, be kind to everyone.